The Banyan Tree by Rabindranath Tagore. O you shaggy-headed banyan tree, standing on the bank of the pond, have you forgotten the little child, like the birds that have nested in your branches and left you? Do you not remember how he sat at the window and wondered at the tangle of your roots and plunged underground? The women would come to fill their jars in the pond, and your huge black shadow would wriggle on the water, like sleep struggling to wake up. Sunlight danced on the ripples like restless tiny shuttles weaving golden tapestry. Two ducks swam by the weedy margin above their shadows, and the child would sit still and think. He longed to be the wind and blow through your resting branches, to be your shadow and lengthen with the day on the water, to be a bird and perch on your topmost twig, and to float like those ducks among the weeds and shadows.
Good morning, students. As you all saw, today I am going to start the poem The Banyan Tree, which is written by Rabindranath Tagore. Okay, so first of all, let me introduce you to Rabindranath Tagore. Okay, he was an Indian writer, and he was a great Indian writer. As we all know, he is the one who has written our national anthem Jana Gana Mana. Okay, and he was also awarded the Nobel Prize in 1913 for his contribution to literature. Okay, and his famous collection of poetries that was not actually poetry, that was a collection of his hymns that was known as Gitanjali, and that was one of his most famous works, and that was the one work which gained him the Nobel Prize for literature. Okay, so he is you can say, if we go back to the Indian culture, he is one of the greatest poets. He is one of the greatest writers of India that India has got. Okay, and he, along with India's national anthem, he has also written the national anthem for Bangladesh. Okay, the national anthem for Bangladesh is Amar Shonar Bangla, and that is also written by Rabindranath Tagore. Okay, so this poem, The Banyan Tree, is how the poet sees a banyan tree is a grown up man who is looking back to his childhood and memorizing that how he the kind of memories that he has with a banyan tree that is located somewhere near. Okay, so I'll read the poem and then I'll explain. Okay, I think with the video animation that was attached earlier, you must have understood a little bit. Okay, because it was a complete animation, and it very nicely or it was very nicely ordered according to the lines, and it was kind of an explanation video also, but don't worry, I'll explain it to you again. O you shaggy headed banyan tree, standing on the bank of the pond, have you forgotten the little child, like the birds that have nested in your branches and left you? Do you not remember how he sat at the window and wondered at the tangle of your roots and plunged underground? The women would come to fill their jars in the pond, and your huge black shadow would wriggle on the water like sleep struggling to wake up. Sunlight danced on the ripples like restless tiny shuttles, weaving golden tapestry. Two ducks swam by the weedy margin above their shadows, and the child would sit still and think. He longed to be the wind and blow through your resting branches, to be your shadow and lengthen with the day on the water, to be a bird and perch on your topmost twig, and to float like those ducks among the weeds and shadows. Okay, so this is a slightly bigger poem than the ones that you have read earlier, but it is very easy and very nice. This is also you can say a nature poem. Okay, you will get to see how beautifully the poet has written about the surroundings that are near the banyan tree and the activities that are taking place near it. Okay. So the poet says, "Oh, you shaggy headed banyan tree standing at the bank of the pond." So there's a pond and the banyan tree is located at the bank of it. Okay, एक pond है, एक पोखरा है, उसके ठीक जहाँ पे उसका वो है बैंक है, वहाँ पे ये banyan tree is there and it is written shaggy headed. Shaggy headed मतलब head मतलब at the top. Okay, and shaggy means untidy. सो बैनियन ट्री की जो ब्रांचेस हैं वो ऊपर की तरफ इतने ज़्यादा इंटैंगल्ड हैं, एक दूसरे में उलझे हुए हैं, दैट इट लुक्स शैगी, इट लुक्स अनटाइडी. ओके, सो शैगी हेडेड इसीलिए बोला जा रहा है बिकॉज द ब्रांचेस आर एंटैंगल्ड इन टू ईच अदर इन सच अ वे that the top of the banyan tree looks untidy. Okay, so it is written, "Oh, you shaggy headed banyan tree standing at the bank of the pond, have you forgotten the little child, like the birds that have nested in your branches and left you?" So the writer, the poet, is asking the banyan tree that have you forgotten the little child, एक छोटे बच्चे की जो वो आपके पास आता था, and have you forgotten that little child, like those birds, like you have forgotten those birds that have once nested in your branches, means that have once made their nests in your branches. Like you have forgotten those birds, have you forgotten the child? Do you not remember how he sat at the window and wondered at the tangle of your roots and plunged underground? Means, do you not remember, have you forgotten that how he sat at his window, at the window of his home, and looked at your tangled roots? Tangled roots means roots are always entangled into each other, ना, एक दूसरे में ऐसे उलझे हुए होते हैं, right? So the child sat at his window and looked at the roots of the tree. At the roots of a banyan tree are huge, and when it is near the pond, near the bank, then what will happen, that the roots will be somewhat visible. Okay, वो एकदम से ज़मीन के नीचे होगा, लेकिन वहाँ की मिट्टी थोड़ी गीली होती है, इसीलिए जो है वो रूट्स कैन बी टू सम सॉर्ट, a part of the root can be seen. Okay, so what happens, that the child used to sit at his window and look at the roots of the tree, and that were plunged underground, means it used to see those roots that were at the top and think about those roots that were underground, that were below the ground. Okay, so the child used to think about the roots, he used to look at the roots and think about them. Okay, the women would come to fill their jars in the pond, and your huge black shadow would wriggle on the water like sleep struggling to wake up. So what happened, that there were women, okay, who would come to fill their ponds in the jar, who would come to fill their jars in the pond, means the women, they would come and fill their jars, means जो water container होते हैं, पहले के ज़माने में क्या होता था, there were no ROs and taps and all that, so women would go to the rivers and ponds to fill their jars. They would carry water for their homes, okay, on their heads. You must have seen in movies or serials. Okay, so what happens, that here also in this pond also there were women who used to come to fill their jars, as you can see, you must have seen in the animation also, and you can see in this picture also. Here, see, a woman is filling her jar from the pond, right? So she is filling her jar, she is filling water in the jar, and the huge black shadow of the tree, the huge black shadow of the banyan tree is falling on the, like shadow is always black, right? So the huge, because the banyan tree is so great, so huge, that its shadow is also huge. Okay, its shadow is very big and it falls on the pond. Okay, would wriggle on the water, and since the water is moving, since how will the women fill jars, they will not fill like this. Okay, once they will fill like this, then they will fill like this, right? So जब वुमेन ऐसे अपना अपनी जो भी वो उनका जार होता था, वाटर कंटेनर जो भी उनका होता था, उसको भरती थी, द वाटर वुड मूव, राइट, द वाटर वोंट स्टे स्टिल दैट टाइम, वाटर पानी हिलेगा, एंड जैसे ही पानी हिलता था तो जो बैनियन ट्री का ह्यूज बड़ा सा शैडो उस पानी पे पड़ रहा होता था, इट वुड ऑल्सो मूव, वो शैडो भी मूव करता था, एंड इट वुड सीम लाइक स्लीप स्ट्रगलिंग टू वेक अप, मीन्स ऐसा लगता था जैसे कोई बहुत गहरी नींद में है एंड इज स्ट्रगलिंग टू वेक अप, मूव करना नहीं चाह रहा है लेकिन उसे ज़बरदस्ती उठाया जा रहा है. द पर्सन हु इज स्लीपिंग इज does not want to wake up, but what is happening that because the woman is filling water and the water is moving, so it was like sleep struggling to wake up, means the water, it does not want to get disturbed, but it was like it was forcefully disturbed. Okay. Sunlight danced on the ripples like restless tiny shuttles weaving golden tapestry. So there was sunlight that was coming through the branches, right? The banyan tree was huge, and so the sunlight couldn't directly reach up to the water of the pond. So what happened that it would filter through the branches. जो branches हैं उनमें से कट के sunlight आती थी, ठीक है? And what would happen that it would look like shuttles, restless tiny shuttles. Shuttles means the machines that are used to weave. Okay, the tools that are used to weave on cloth. ठीक है, weave मतलब किसी चीज़ में कुछ डिज़ाइन बनाने के लिए, सिलने के लिए जो जैसे जो टूल्स यूज़ होते हैं, दे कीप ऑन मूविंग कंटिन्यूसली. वैसे ही ये जो सनलाइट थी, ये जब वाटर पे पड़ती थी, सो वो छन के आती थी ना सनलाइट पेड़ के ब्रांचेस से, तो इट वुड लुक लाइक दैट there are shuttles, they are those machines that are trying to weave beautiful tapestry, beautiful you can say in Hindi kalakari. Okay, as if the sunlight was trying to weave something very beautiful on the water, on the ripples of the water. Okay, means it is like the sunlight. Okay, the sunlight is falling on the water, it is filtered into the surface of the pond water, and what happens that when the woman, जब वो जो भी लेडीज आती हैं वो वहाँ पे अपना जार भर रही होती हैं पानी का, the water would move beautifully, and shadows जो हैं, shadow जो है उस banyan tree का उस water पे already पड़ रहा था. At some points there's the sunlight that is coming. Okay, and what is happening that it entirely looks like there's something beautifully woven. Okay, ऐसा लगता था that some कोई जैसे वो जो शैडो है, जो सनलाइट है, ये सब मिलके, और जो वाटर के रिपल्स हैं, बिकॉज द वाटर इज मूविंग, द रिपल्स ऑफ द वाटर. ओके, व्हेन द वाटर इज मूविंग, the short little small waves that are created on the water are called ripples of water. Okay, so it was like the ripples of water were creating, along with the sunlight and the shadow, it was creating beautiful tapestry means जैसे कह सकते हैं कलाकारी. ठीक है, यू ऑल मस्ट नो कि चिकनकारी वर्क होता है ना, चिकन का कपड़ों पे वर्क होता है, नॉट द चिकन hens meat that we eat, not that chicken. Okay, I am talking about the chicken that is done on clothes. Okay, that is a kind of artwork. It is done with a thread on a cloth, like embroidery you can say. Okay, so it was like a beautiful tapestry done on the water. After that, two ducks swam by the weedy margin above their shadows, and the child would sit still and think. So what happened that there were two ducks. Okay, the number of ducks was two. There were two ducks who swam by the weedy margin. Weedy margin means जो weed की not weed that is in the news these days. No, I am not talking about that weed. I am talking about that weed जो pond के किनारे जो छोटे छोटे plants उगे हुए थे. I am talking about that weed. Okay, so there were two ducks who would swim around the pond, around the margins of the pond. Margin means borders. Okay, they would swim around the weedy borders of the pond. Okay, above their shadows means above the shadows of the banyan tree that is falling on the pond. Okay, so two ducks swam by the weedy margin above their shadows, and the child would sit still and think. And the child, he would see all these things from his window. He would sit still. Sit still means चुपचाप बैठ के he would think upon all these things, all that he is seeing. He longed to be the wind. When he saw all these things, he was so happy seeing this nature that he longed to be the wind. Means he wanted, उसको मन होता था कि वो wind बन जाए. Okay, and blow through your resting branches. And blow through means जो banyan tree के resting branches है, the branches that are not moving, that are still. The child wants to become wind and move through those branches so that those branches will also move along with it. Okay, and be your shadow and lengthen with the day on the water, and be your shadow. And the child wanted to be the shadow of the banyan tree and lengthen during the day on the water. Means सुबह के टाइम shadow छोटी होती है, then the shadow keeps on getting bigger, okay, as the day passes. So the boy says that he wants to be the wind and to be the shadow of the banyan tree and expand and increase in size as the day goes on increasing. As the day goes on passing, the shadow of the banyan tree grows in size, okay. So the boy wants to be the shadow also. To be a bird and perch on your topmost wing, means twig, sorry. So the boy also wants to be a bird who would sit on the topmost twig. Topmost twig मतलब जो छोटी सी टहनी होगी उसको twig कहते हैं, ठीक है. The small branches, very small branches, they are called twigs. जो छोटी सी टहनी है उस पे बैठ के वो child, he wants to sing. Perch means he wants to take out the noise that the birds take out, okay. He wants to perch on the topmost twig sitting on the banyan tree and to float like those ducks among the weeds and shadows. And he also wants to become like those ducks. He wants to float amongst the weeds and shadows, okay. He wants to float among the weeds that are there around the pond and on the above the shadows of the tree. So children, I hope you must have understood this poem. This poem beautifully describes a child's longing to be a part of nature, okay. The child sees nature and feels that it is so beautiful that he himself wants to join nature, and he wants to become the wind, the ducks, the small ducks. He wants to be the bird, and he wants to be the shadow of the banyan tree that falls on the pond. So this poem shows that how beautiful nature is. When we see nature, when we observe nature, we also want to become a part of it, okay. The child is a small child. He looks through the window and he feels that all these things are so beautiful that he himself wants to join it, okay. So I hope you all have understood the poem. If there is any problem in the poem, in the understanding of the poem, you can put it down in the comment section. I'll explain it there. And you will write this poem in your fair copy, okay. Write it very neatly, students. Give the heading first, the banyan tree. Write the name of the poet by Rabindranath Tagore, and then write the poem. Decorate it if you want to, but write very neatly, okay. Put the punctuation marks as and when it is given in the book, okay. So you write this poem, and if there is any problem in the understanding, then put it down in the comment section, okay. Thank you, students. Have a good day.